Hi everybody. Today, I know last week we spoke about elephants and everything, but I thought that a tortoise would be a great sculpture to make our first sculpture for this art club. All you need is the bag of clay, the Ziploc bag of clay that you picked up from school, a cup with water, and a pencil. Come join me and let's make a tortoise. When you get clay, the first thing that you do is beat out the air bubbles. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, beat it 5 times, pick it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pick it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pick it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm beating out the air bubbles, but I'm also making it flat like a pancake. See, it's not too thin and it's not too thick. It's a perfect, I call this a pancake. But in art, we call it a slab. S-L-A-B, slab. Okay. So there is our slab. Next, you're going to take a pencil and I'm going to draw a nice big circle. Take your time and draw a circle. If you are very young, get someone older to help you draw a circle. If you make a mistake, if you make a circle and you don't like the shape of it, all you have to do is take your finger and erase the circle, or erase the part of the circle that you don't like. But if you like it, you can take your pencil and press all the way down. When I first did it, I did it very lightly. But this time, I'm going all the way down to the paper and I've cut myself out the circle. Okay. At this point, you can make a decoration for the turtle shell. Now, there are lots of ways you can do a decoration. You could do it realistically, where it's got shapes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4-sided, like this. Or, if you don't want to do that, you can have fun with your turtle shell. And did I say turtle? We're doing a tortoise. They are almost the same. But we are traveling to Africa, to the Serengeti, so it's going to be a tortoise. You can also use the back of your pencil and press it down to make decorations like this. Or you can use a marker. See how the marker has this? You could add bigger circles too. There we go. So there is, this is going to be the shell of our tortoise. Now, our tortoise needs more parts to it. It needs a head and it needs its legs. So there are 4 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need some clay for the head. And I think it also has a little tail at the back. And this extra piece, so 1, 2, 3, 4 for the legs, a piece for the tail, a piece for the head, and this piece is going to be the bottom. So I'm going to beat this down again, and this time I'm making a smaller circle or an oval. Looks like it's going to be an oval. I'm not going to, maybe I'm going to trim it a little bit. There we go. I'm not going to trim it too much. Right. So, one leg. Do you see how I took the clay and I rolled it between my hands like this? And then, let me do all 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to be the head and the neck. So I'm going to roll it just a little bit. And you can shape it with your hands. And I'm going to take my pencil for the head, and I'm going to poke an eye on the side, and poke an eye on the side, and 2 little nostrils like this. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be in the front. And for the legs, I rolled it first, and now I'm going to pinch it with my pinchy fingers like this. So there. You know what? We should make sure that all the legs are the same length. It would be odd if some were a little bit longer and some were a little bit too short. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put them all in a row and cut them like this. Okay, and then you take them and you gently squeeze them down like this with your fingers. See? So it's not round anymore, it's more flat. Just on one side. 1, 2, 3. This is number 3 and 4. You can also add, I think they have nails. I'm just going to do it like this. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many they have, but I'm going to do 3. There we go. So all right, and then the tail, I can roll it and pinch it so that it is kind of pointy. All I did was pinch it like this with my fingers, just a little bit, so that there's a tail at the back. All right, so there we have the bottom of the body. Now guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a piece of paper towel, and I think one day this is going to be enough. I think it will be. So just that much. And I'm going to take some water. And, ooh, that is way too much water. Look at that, it's too runny. It should just be a little bit, enough so that when you rub it on the clay, it feels like it's slippery. And this is actually clay glue. And you know what artists call it? They call it slip because it's slippery. And the slip makes the clay, two pieces of clay stick to each other. So you just push it down a little bit. And you push down the tail a little bit. And I don't think I did the head and the neck. So let's rub it on. And make sure that the eyes are in the right place. And I'm going to just push it down and rub it in just a little bit like this. Okay, next I'm going to put this paper towel on top, and my shell goes on top of the paper towel. First I'm just checking to see if it works out okay. See, the shell was bigger than the bottom, so now it fits over everything. I'm going to take it off again. I'm going to put some water. Oh my gosh, too much water, just a little bit. You can shake the extra water off your finger and just rub it so that it feels slippery. You don't want it to be watery, just slippery. Rub it on, put the tissue back or the paper towel back, and let's bring the shell back the way we want it to be. Make sure that it's not sticking onto the paper towel, and you push it down like this. There we go. There is our turtle. Oops, our tortoise. Voila.